Hey, gorgeous friend. Hope you are doing well. We're checking in, Pisces, for sun, moon, and rising energy. We're just doing a little check-in, see what's happening as we wrap up the weekend. I hope you are doing well. All right, let's start with what we've got here. So the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the World energy. Interesting. Pretty intense, Pisces. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the 3 of Cups, the Magician, the 3 of Wands. Let's get one more. The 8 of Wands. Let's have a look at the challenge. Ace of Pentacles. I think the story's pretty clear what's happening here, friends. And then let's have a look at the potential outcome, and then we'll start diving in. Okay. Interesting energy. All right, let's get started. So I'm just seeing here there's either an idea or thoughts or an experience right now of some ending or wanting to end something. I feel like you're thinking the situation seems like you're seeing or noticing a pattern somewhere that's pressuring you or it's burdening you in some way. I don't know if there's thoughts of ending this situation or the situation has come to an end, but there's something around some form of ending that is adding some pressure to something that you're noticing or something that you're trying to let go of or perhaps start new. So again, remember guys, this is a general read. Not everything's going to resonate. Take what does in terms of your situation and trust your intuition on that, okay? Sometimes when, you might feel a bit of a knock, meaning uncomfortable energy when it comes to things that I share, that might be like something to pay attention to, because usually that's our spirit saying, yeah, like some truth as well, okay? With the 9 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the 3 of Cups, I think someone is choosing to be on their own and to focus on themselves and what that is and what that looks like. I think you also know who you are and your value and what you also want to receive. With this King of Swords in the center here, there is something about higher thinking is what I feel, and sharing some truths. You might be choosing to step forward in some regard, and it's an interesting energy because I am getting the masculine side, but I wonder if there's someone around you that's a bit in their head where someone thinks that things are okay, or trying to figure out how to make this right. If you're dealing with someone who's in their head a bit, or an air energy, whoever this is, this King of Swords energy represents in your life, but it seems to be a masculine that may not be the best at expressing themselves, but when you talk to them, they seem like they have everything connected together. They know how to voice themselves. They might be straightforward. They're pretty clear, but at the same time, it's like they seem like things are okay, or maybe they want to come in and make things okay. We'll dive in just a little bit, but the Magician with the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. For some of you, you might be hearing from someone. I don't know if you're putting yourself out there and making some change in your life or in terms of a situation, but I'm just getting something here about really recognizing your own value, your own talents, your own gifts, your own way of being is just what I'm getting. And you're really looking at, what does your life look like? Where do I want to be? Who do I want to do this with? But I think you've got some pretty grand plans here that you really want to start moving forward with. And I feel like that's pretty clear. For some of you, I do feel that you're going to get some communication from someone that maybe you did have plans with, or someone asking you to travel or to go see them, or someone wants to come and travel and see you. That could also be a potential here. But what I'm seeing from a challenging perspective is this Ace of Pentacles. It's like something's not matching to meet the 9, okay? If we add the 1 and the 9, we've obviously got a 10 of Pentacles. But there's something here, it's like you're either waiting for, or you want to show up, or it's like you're waiting for this blessing or this something. I don't know if it's a sign, a gift from the universe or something, that it's like you only want to welcome that in when it's right, And there's also this part of wanting to trust in what's being presented to you and what's coming up. But I feel like there's just something that has happened or is challenging you with a potential new beginning or a new movement forward, like a new path and a new journey. Again, this seems to be about your success, like focusing on your success and your part of the world. And again, what complements it, right? You don't want to lower where you're at. And I'm just getting a sense here, this King of Swords energy, it's a very different energy to where you're at. I feel this person is very internal in the way that they're thinking and the way that they're operating, but they may not be realizing they're cutting themselves out of a situation because of the way that they operate. But they seem at the same time, they're thinking that they're pretty solid where they are. But again, I feel because they're so internal, they're not really seeing what's going on the outside. They might be thinking, yeah, things are good. Like, we're all good. And it's kind of like, well, are we? Because you're sensing something that's too much right now, or that you're not enjoying, is what I feel. And you're choosing to do you and do your own thing. And making new plans, right? You want to, I don't know, for some of you, you may be going to an event or being requested to go somewhere. This could also be something to do with work, or just someone that you're connected with from a mentoring perspective, or someone that is leading you in some way, or that you just get to have these really good conversations. It may not be like an exclusive like mentoring relationship or an exclusive connection in that way. I think it's just you value this person and connecting with this person, for some of you who this King of Swords may represent. And I feel like they're really helping you see yourself for who you are, some truths behind a situation that's really helping you to remember who you are, your skills, your talents, and really start focusing more on that, because some of you do have an energy in your space that's just in their head, and it's like they're just not expressing themselves right now for some reason. I feel like someone's blocked is what I'm getting in communicating. And I think you've wanted to start with someone or wanted to move forward with a situation, but it's just something's just blocking it, is what I'm feeling. And a part of that is just like you just want to clear it out because you don't want to carry that energy, that leaky energy. In terms of where this is going, you've got the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, and the Justice energy. So it seems like something here is also, questionable at the end of the day. I feel if someone hasn't been upfront, if someone hasn't been honest, I think you're trying to really connect in what that means. You've got your Piscean energy there with the Hanged Man. I do feel like you're really trying to sense like taking a step back, like what's really going on, because I feel like in some way you're not liking the way someone's operating, behaving. Again, I'm getting someone's a little bit self-centered, and they don't realize that their behavior comes across as creating space for conflict, because the way that they're behaving and operating is so internal focused or self-focused that it's forgetting or not valuing, or what seems like not valuing another person. But this person also thinks that what they're doing is okay. And I think there's some part of like, how do you not see, like, I feel like there's some question is like, how does this certain person, which I feel is like this King of Swords energy, not see how they're operating? They can't see that, the way that they're behaving, it's causing an issue, but you may not be saying anything because it's just too much. And you're like, it shouldn't be this difficult, especially if this is a new beginning with someone or a new connection. But it's weird because this person just seems okay. Like they seem in a good spot, or they seem like they're happy anyway. But I think whatever's coming coming through eventually with this situation, what I feel is that someone is going to speak some truth. Someone is going to call out someone and let them know here. So I feel like you're making a change, or you're going to potentially communicate with this person and let them know what you've been thinking, what you've been observing, and how it's making you feel, because you don't want to cheat yourself at the end of the day. You don't want to cheat yourself of this blessing, this beginning, this new start, your own growth, your own success, your own stability. And I think you're starting to recognize something here, someone's patterns, someone's behaviors. And yeah, maybe you've tried, or maybe you wanted to work with it, but you're just noticing too that maybe that's not the way to move forward. So I'm just going to further clarify here and get some more. Share more on this Ten of Swords. Yeah, Five of Cups. I think there's something here or someone here. I don't know if there's already been an ending in the past, or a situation that you're looking at going, I need to end this. Because I think there's something that did feel connected. I think something that you felt was happy, but doesn't represent what these Two of Cups are. And you're really looking at and being potentially honest with yourself. You want to save this for something important, and perhaps that's where you felt that that's what you had, and now you're realizing what you're looking at and going, I think I just need to be honest with myself. Ten of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Maybe intuitively something is telling you something, or maybe intuitively you're feeling something, and that's why this may be difficult to end it or to address it. And maybe you're keeping it to yourself, and that's what's making this more difficult. But again, yeah, I think there's two parts. You're keeping it to yourself, what you're actually feeling, or what is going on. Because I do feel here at some point in time that you thought this was a good start. You thought this was a fresh beginning. You thought this was a pretty solid connection. But something else is going on. What do we need to know about the world energy? Page of Swords. Yeah. It's like paying attention to what's going on here, recognizing what's going on. Maybe some conversation that needs to be had. And maybe a part of you is trying to suss that out. Like, how do I have this conversation? Or it could be too, like, am I taking in the right signs, the right things that I'm noticing? But you're noticing a pattern in someone's behavior, or the way they communicate may be, a little bit immature for you, what may seem immature for you. And that's something that maybe you want to address or talk to, or I just think this person's a bit oblivious. Let's dive in a little bit more on this Nine of Pentacles. So we've got Cancerian energy here, Pisces energy with the Moon. Let's just get one more here. Knight of Pentacles, the Devil. Yeah. It's interesting because I think this combination's been coming up a little bit for you. There's something that, is there a question if someone is single? Is there a question of someone's intentions? Is this impacting you as an individual, how you're feeling about a situation, that you don't like the approach of someone, or trying to discern between, is this just slow moving, or is there something else going on here? And I think that is a bit more of an internal experience right now, that maybe why you choose or want to choose to be on your own, because it's making you feel things in an unhealthy way you don't want to feel. You want to feel at peace. You want to feel free, right? You want to feel like you're in a really good place and someone treats you that way too. It's like how they're making you feel. But I think you're also questioning, is this your internal world, or is this really what's going on? Is this a trigger, or is this how someone is actually treating me? And I think you're trying to discern that, is what it seems. King of Swords. The Tower. Yeah. And that's what I feel is going on, right? Like there's a part of this Tower energy that Two of Pentacles, the Fool. Yeah, something's unbalanced here, or the way that someone's giving to this or wanting to give to this. I think I think the way this person thinks and you think is kind of a little bit different. This person, I think, is giving you like, no, I kind of want to be a part of this. And then there's a part of you going, but do you? Because the way that you're behaving doesn't seem like that. So I don't know if you end up talking and kind of figuring this out. Or maybe this person figures it out eventually, going, no, I thought things were good. Like, you're a person I've always wanted to meet and connect with or have in my life. So there's something a bit funky going on between the communication, what you're thinking, what they're thinking. Interesting how we've got the Magician with the Three of Wands. So there's something here about what you've planned, what you've attracted in. See, and something at a distance, something the way you communicate, something about the plans moving forward. There's a burden here around that. And we can see this showing up twice. Eight of Wands, we've got Ace of Cups and King of Wands, which is kind of someone wanting to communicate they want something here, or how they're feeling, and some plans that they have, or something that they want to pursue here. So, I see that as a strong sign, but there's something in the middle that's just gone a bit weird. Ace of Pentacles, what do we need to know? Okay. Yep. So confirmation with the challenge is, the communication, it seems, or the direction of something, or the way that someone is operating. Someone just seems to be making things, I think, a little bit harder, or they're just burdened with other things that they're doing. Because the 9 plus the 1, right? I mean, I know it's a page, but it's just kind of like someone's feeling the burden or pressure of this beginning, or the stability of this, or being able to give to this. So let's just find out in terms of the outcome what else we need to know here. Share more on the outcome and advice for Pisces. Okay, we've got the King of Swords again showing up. We've got the Six of Swords. So this is really telling us, right? They're really looking at how to... I just think this person's very in their head, very logical, very structured, and it's just different to you. So with this, it's like, I want to make things work. I want to make things right. And we can see here that either they're going to come in with an apology or to express how they feel, because they do feel connected to you, right? They do feel attracted to you. And we've got the King and Queen of Wands. So maybe there's this King of Swords and someone else comes on in. You might have another person. You might have thought this King of Swords was the way forward, and then someone else comes in, or they come in with a totally different energy and want to pursue now. Because I think there's someone that's sitting back, and then there's someone who's coming forth, and they're very different energies. And I do feel, that there's a bit of a... You could have another counterpart or another potential person come in your life, maybe after you figure something out with this King of Swords energy, or after some conversation. But there definitely seems another energy here, or someone's shifting up their energy. So super interesting, Pisces. Let's just get some final messages. Final messages for Pisces that they need to know. The Hanged Man, Two of Swords. Yeah. I think you really need to discern what you're feeling, what you're recognizing here, and where you want to be. And I think that's probably what's going on overall, and where you're looking at ending something, wrapping something up, just, in your best interest here, and what's true to you. And I think part of that discernment is incredibly important, trusting into your intuition, what you're feeling when you're there, when you're not there. Because I think when you're not in something, and how you're feeling, if it's bothering you, or if you're not free, there's something else going on there that I think you need to kind of unwrap. So I'm going to leave that there with you. We will connect tomorrow, so you'll get a little bit more insight on where this is leading. If you haven't already, you can check out the You and Them read. There is an extended too. And if you want to connect to the extendeds, it is the first link below. You get unlimited access for the month. Leave it there. Catch you later. Bye.